All right, I'm Nick, out in the garage. Today I'm going to show you the first thing that I do to all of our Old Town drives, whether it's a PDL system, the Minn Kota systems, whether you have a 106 or an autopilot. It's the first thing that I do, okay? It's going to stop you from having corrosion issues with your shear pins, with your plugs, all kinds of stuff down the road. Two of the products that we use, and I'll put links below. This is the CRC corrosion inhibitor. I'll show you guys in a minute with the GoPro how we service it with it. This is one of these things that stops the shear pin from corroding. It's very, very tacky. It'll put a bond around there. I should go into details and show you in a second. The second thing is dielectric grease. Now this is also CRC. I get both of these at either O'Reilly's locally or Amazon. I'll put a link online or in the description so you guys can see it, so you have a better idea of what it is. This is for any kind of electrical connections. I use this for all of our Aqua battery connections, the back of the fish finders, the trolling motor plugs, the Dakota lithium battery, everything that has power. You don't want it to corrode. I've been using this is a brand new bottle, right? But this same exact one for years. I'm sure there's a bunch of other ones that will work well. This is just the one I use, okay? If you have a different one at the house, it's still dielectric grease, it'll do the job. So we're gonna switch over to the GoPro and we're gonna show you guys exactly what we do with these drives. Okay, so here we have the PDL drive. We're just gonna pop off this wing nut, toss it over there. We're actually gonna discard that. We're gonna get rid of this little lock washer as well. I'll show you guys. We'll put that floating nut on there in a minute, just so it's all easier, and if you drop it, it floats. Here's the shear pin. Here's a old beach towel. That's the CRC heavy duty corrosion inhibitor. We're just gonna, oops, I missed. We're just gonna spray that all over there. If you give it a second and wait, it'll become tacky. I can't get it out of there, but I already know it's gonna happen because I've done it a lot of times. When it's there, we'll just give it another coat because it's not gonna hurt anything. We'll leave that there for now. We'll slide over here to the Minn Kota version. Same thing, different kind of wing nut, same star washer. Remember, we're getting rid of all of that. Same shear pin. Oh, dang, still want to come out of there? Now look, this one went in salt water one time, and you could already tell that it was stuck in there, and that's how the corrosion happens. And that's where you run into problems. Same thing, just gonna coat that thing up real good. Put that back in there. And then we're gonna give it a few more sprays because you can never be too safe, right? Last thing we want to do is for that to corrode and run into issues. Now, prop, index it. No big deal. Slides back in place. We make two different size floating nuts. You can see this one says APMK. That guy comes out of there. He's just gonna, oops. Hard to do this stuff when you're doing the video. It'll thread on there with no issues. Don't go crazy and cross thread it or anything. It'll tighten down super snug. We've tested that on various trolling motors, no issues, okay? It's super strong. Back over here, same thing. Prop back on. Make sure you click it in place. This one says PDL. Remember, you do not need that star washer, okay? Similar to the metal nut they use, plastic is nylon, right? Once it goes down, friction, heat, it'll stay there, it won't come undone, okay? That's that. Now we'll move on to dielectric grease, okay? And I know this video is quick. This is a very simple process. It shouldn't take you more than just a few minutes at the house. This stuff right here, we're just gonna put it on these terminals, okay? Oops, let's get it adjusted so it works. I don't want it to come out too fast. Okay, we'll just put it on there. Oops, I bumped the camera. Do like so, no big deal. I like to put it on this edge too, that way the plug gets coated when you plug it in. And then if we come over here and look at the kayak, obviously here's the 106 MK. Now I've already did this to this one, I already took it out shore, so you can see some of that grease in there already. I put it on there, and I also put it on this one right here, just to stop with any kind of corrosion to the best as possible. Obviously, it's not possible to keep it perfect at all times, but these two items are really all you need when it comes to maintaining your propeller, your shear pin, and the plug. Obviously, the PDL doesn't have a plug like that. Okay, that's that. That is how we prepare our drives so they give us no problems. It is always smart to carry an extra shear pin, stuff like that. We have those on the website, but if you do these things, it will prolong or prevent any kind of issues, and that's the goal. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch.